Countryman is offered in various four-wheel drive versions, comes with a bit more ground clearance than the average 5-door and can be optioned with a Rotty Tufty, SUV aping body kit. Does that make it a crossover hatchback? It's easy to concede that it does, judging by the square-cornered, faintly macho styling. And yet stand next to it and see what Mini's decision to split the difference between a 5-door Super Mini and a Nissan Qashqai-sized soft-trotter actually amounts to, and we'd defy you to conclude that this is anything other than a typical family hatchback. Being 200 mm longer than the car it replaces, at almost exactly 4.3 m long, and less than 1.6 m tall, the Countryman has the dimensions to fit that description. It has a little more headroom than the average Golf-sized 5-door, though, as well as a quite generous 450-liter boot. Engines range from a 1.5-liter 3-cylinder in the entry-level petrol Cooper derivative to 2.0 liters and 4 cylinders in the more powerful Cooper S, Cooper D diesel and Cooper SD diesel. So, in what is becoming well-established Mini convention, there isn't a remotely weedy power plant in the range. You can have anything from 134 bhp to 189 bhp under the bonnet. A 228 bhp John Cooper Works spin-off is expected later this year, along with a four-wheel drive petrol-electric plug-in hybrid with a combined output of 218 bhp and rated for sub-50 g/km CO2 emissions and 0 to 62 miles per hour in less than 7 seconds. Right now, it's the volume-selling, 148 bhp Cooper D we're testing, in front-wheel drive, 6-speed manual form. It's available with 4-wheel drive if you prefer, or with an 8-speed torque converter automatic gearbox, or with both, as is any other Countryman in the current range except for the Cooper SD, which comes with the 8-speed automatic only, and the front-drive petrol Cooper, which is offered with an optional 6-speed automatic. The Countryman, like all modern Minis, is suspended independently at both axles. Unlike most of them, it's available with adaptive dampers, dubbed electronic damper control, or EDC, to broaden Mini's usual highly strung dynamic character for a more mature clientele. Our test car didn't have EDC, or the passive sport suspension you can option should you want to, but it did have the Chili Pack, which upgrades the car's standard 1/6in alloys to 17s, in this instance shod with run-flat tires.